Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dio, and this is Kingdom Death Monster. Let's go ahead and take care of all this. We have 4 survivors returning, so that brings that to 4, and 2 of them are Tinkers. Wait. 3 of them are Tinkers. So that brings it up to 7, and also Collective Toil brings it up to 8. So plenty to play with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make a copy. Alright, so there he is. 8 endeavors. We need to update the timeline, bringing us to year 8. I believe year 8 is just going to be telling us about the, yeah, we have, oh, nope, Hooded Knight. Did I miscount? Is that what I did? Okay, so I have one more opportunity to get ammonia, I guess. Alright, Hooded Knight comes back. I think it's the same thing as before, but we'll see. Fairly certain it's the same. So, we had this before. He gave an opportunity to teach us Mighty Strike. We didn't take it because it's way too expensive. So, we'll roll 1d10, see what happens. 9. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered parcel into the hands of the returning survivor with the most hunt XP. If tied, randomize. The Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business. And then the tattered parcel, the survivor gains the Twilight Sword rare gear, place it in their gear grid. The survivor may select Twilight Sword as a weapon proficiency type. This weapon is cursed. This may not be removed from your gear grid for any reason. When you die, archive this card. Highest hunt experience for departing survivor. Let me just make sure that's not different in 1.5. I'm pretty sure it's the same, but I don't remember. It's been a little while. Crush and Devour. Hooded Knight. Returning survivor with the most hunt experience. Yep. So this is both good and bad. But Kamachi, I believe, is our highest hunt experience, which unfortunately means she's gonna. I could choose not to take the hunt, switch to Twilight Sword, but that would be bad. So Twilight Sword, and this gets reset back to 0. So pretty much I'll be sending Kamachi out on hunts at this point. Oh, actually first, before we do any of that, settlement event. Put these away while we're at it. As you could probably tell, I pretty much stopped the recording and started immediately. Rivalry. If there are less than 2 returning survivors, discard Rivalry and draw a new event. Select 2 random returning survivors. They begin to argue and their screams rouse the settlement. Alright, so we need to do this. Okay, so I need to roll 2d4. Well, actually, yeah, I'll just do 2d4. So, returning survivors, Yuka, Shizua, Kamachi, Ringo. I'll be going based off the tabs up on the top. So, left to right. 2 and 4. So, Shizua and Ringo are rivals right now. And then I have to roll 1d10 to see what happens. Eight. Come to blows, randomly choose one of the 2 rivals to gain its gaping chest wound severe injury. Add rivalry to the next year on the timeline. Okay. So, gaping chest wound injury. The question is so I rolled Shizua and Ringo. Both of them have Dried Acanthus, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to discard one of the Dried Acanthus, because that will be soaked by the, it absorbs the severe injury. So somebody lost. Someone got hurt, but a Dried Acanthus soaked it. It's also going to add Rivalry to the next year, and then I have to do a duel, which is not great. Alright, we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, let's go ahead and we'll add Rivalry, but I might do the duel just to end it. Because gaping chest wounds reduce strength, and that's bad. So, Rivalry. So, save changes. course, if I was going based off my die rolls, I probably should have gotten a 9 instead. But that's okay. I'll just go out of order. Because I'm not, might as well not play favorites. Anyway, Twilight Sword. Got a new toy. Alright, Twilight Sword. Looks kind of like a Master Sword. So, Twilight Sword, as it focuses, it's 1 speed. Well, sorry, it's a weapon, melee, 2-handed, finesse, and other. It's 1 speed, variable accuracy, and 9 strength. It's slow, which means you have to use. It's slow, which means you can't get higher than 1 speed on it. It's cursed, which means you can't discard it, and it gets until you die. It's irreplaceable, which also means you archive it when you die. It's cumbersome, which means it's like a bow, which means you can't move and attack with it. It's sentient, which means you have to be insane to wield it. And it gains Devastating 2 when fighting the Watcher, and its accuracy is 9 minus your proficiency level. Wait, it's sentient too? Since when? So sentient, I'm going to make sure that's true, but I think you have to be insane to wield it, which means that's super awful. It makes it even harder to get started with it. But it's still, I guess, possible. Anyway, sentient. Let's see. Sentient. Yeah, have to be insane. Komachi, I think, is currently insane. She is, just barely. And yeah. So we got that going for us. So the idea is it's really hard to get started with this weapon, and then it has its own specialization. Twilight Sword specialization. The sentient sword improves as it's used. Gain the effect as proficiency ranks increase. At 2, you get rid of cumbersome. At 4, you get rid of slow and get +2 speed on it, so essentially becomes a speed 3 weapon. And at 6, it gains deadly. And if you master it, any survivor who attains Twilight Sword Mastery leaves this element forever in pursuit of a higher purpose. Remove them from the settlement's population, and you can place the Master's Twilight Sword in another survivor's gear or archive it. So you definitely want to get higher and higher with it, and then you have to stop. And pretty much just wait until you fight the Watcher with it, because it's essentially designed to slay the Watcher. Essentially, when you wound the Watcher with it, you do 3 wounds instead of just 1, because that's what Devastating does. So yeah. So I'll be sending Komachi out on hunts a lot more often. So that's a thing. Also, I do need to make note that he's going to come back in 4 years from now. So let's go ahead and make note of that. So timeline, we're at year 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So on principal conviction, we will get another Hooded Knight. All right. That's all taken care of. We're on year 8. Let's do this. Okay, so a lot of things we need to take care of. Let's start with the obvious. Let's do our innovation first. Also, while we're at it, let's go ahead and do our shrine. So 1d10 on the shrine. Got 8. So that would bring us, that'll give us the +1 armor for our next departure. And then shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1 and 2. Lantern, oven, consequent. Oh, right. So I got there's scrap smelting and bloodletting. I'll go ahead and take scrap smelting. As much as I would love to just buy scrap smelting with resources, I just can't afford it. And there are no consequences to it, so all scrap smelting can be used for is you can spend endeavors to melt scrap into iron, And then you can also endeavor and spend a bunch of 9 resources to get the blacksmith. But the blacksmith is mostly useless until you get leather again. So, yeah. Let's take a look real quick. I think all of it requires leather. Almost everything. There's a few things we could do. Yeah, you can't do the beacon shield or the scrap shield. But you can do the lantern sword, the lantern mail, and the lantern helm, it looks like. So yeah, I guess you can do a little bit with it. But you would have to melt down a lot of scrap to get there. Or, obviously find a bunch of ore or go mining. The main thing we need is we need to get, start getting pickaxes and sickles, but we can't because we don't have ammonia. So that's the biggest stopping point. But yeah, we got scrap smelting, so let's go ahead and just move it. Add that to the pile. Alright, that leaves us with 6 endeavors left. I think I might go ahead and take care of the rivalry now. Yeah. Let's spend the 2 endeavors and duel and see what happens. It's going to be between Ringo and Shizua. I do have rerolls. Here goes nothing. 1d10, 6. Alright. I could try re-rolling it, but it would be bad. I pretty much need an 8+ to get what I need. So I guess I can roll to see who gets it. So Shizua and then Ringo. Alright, so I re-rolled. So they tied. I rolled for Shizua and then Ringo again. Ringo wins, Shizua dies, which is unfortunate because I believe she was our first. Yeah, we just lost Red Fist, and yeah, this was the worst case scenario. It was bad all the way. Alright, so yeah, we spend our 2 endeavors. We get 1 endeavor back because Shizua just died. We lost Red Fist. I went through all this trouble to get, Shizua out there, and that happened. But she's still a returning survivor, so I do get to use her matchmaking at least. So, alright, Shizua gets added to the dead. And then also, rivalry gets removed, which is nice. We could have potentially gotten partnership for free, but we didn't. And if I had re-rolled, it wouldn't have made a difference. But the winner does get +1 permanent strength, so Ringo is now at 3 strength. So she's definitely getting stronger, at least. But yeah, we lost Shizua, so I'm just going to close her, because she ain't coming back. And we'll add her to the dead. Delete that. Well, for the longest time, I could not use her. And that generally happens with Red Fist. Like, you get Red Fist, it's really, really good, and then you just, lose it to, something that you just can't control. But, yeah, that happens. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use Shizua's matchmaking, because she was still returning. And then I need to figure out who I will send for this. I don't think we have anyone that's bow proficient anymore, do we? Okay, you're bow proficient. Alright, Lily Black. It's going to be Lily Black. Unzon, do you still have... You do not have a reroll. Does Lily Black have a reroll? She doesn't have a reroll. Who has rerolls? Renazuki? Does he have to reroll? He technically has a reroll. I can also get axe proficiency. Alright, so Renazuki and Lily Black. So, Intimacy, roll 2d10, take the lowest, because I am survival of the fittest. 7, so I didn't need the reroll. 7 will get us, I think, maxed out survival. Story events, there it is. Intimacy. 7. If we had bed, we would get +1 strength, but we don't have beds. So Renazuki will get, she can't gain survival, but Lily Black can max out. Okay, so we get a new blood. And I do need a roll for that. I did not open that thing, so give me a moment. Alright, 1d5. I keep rolling ones with this. We get Doremi Sweet. So we got that going. Alright, Doremi Sweet has been added to the roster. Edit. Dead. Which of course brings us back up to 19 population. Alright, and then I'm just gonna borrow this real quick. Alright, I want to give her bow proficiency, and they gain half. So she actually starts at 1 because Lily Black has 2. That way we at least have another bow proficient person, and she only starts with 1 understanding. So save all that, Doremi Sweet. I'll go ahead and add her picture, because I already have one available. Boop. So Doremi Sweet, got that taken care of. We're back to 4 endeavors. We do have one more matchmaker that was returning, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Same people, 2d10. Okay, same thing. So we get another +1 survivor, sorry. And I'll roll to see what we get. 1d4. 3. That is Junko. All right. So I'll give this one axe proficiency, and she'll start at 1 as well because Renazuki had 2. And then Junko and Junko. There we go. Save changes. All right, so we got Junko. So this will bring our population Oh, were we down to 18? That means we might not. That means we might be still short. All right, we lost Shizua. Let's just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I'm at 20. So I'm not sure where I messed up the numbers. I probably forgot to reduce something here. But it should be something like this. Make sure that's right. Kamachi, Renazuki, Anzan, Lily Black, Yuka, Shikieki. We took out Shizuo already. Hatate, Nedori. Oh, I didn't update with Ringo. That's what happened. Ringo, Doremi, Sweet, Junko. Technically, I don't think Doremi has a last name. But alright, so yeah, we're at 20 population. So next time we come back, as long as we don't lose anyone, we'll get 2 endeavors from Collective Toil. Alright, so that's good news. We're at 3 endeavors left. We have lots of resources to play around with. More than I really need at this point. But that's okay. We'll make do. How do I want to do this? We have a scrap, so if I want to, I can do. Oh, I have love juices. That's right. I gotta spend the love juices first. So we'll go ahead and spend a love juice, and we'll do the same thing as before. It's a 2d10. 9 and 8. I think that gets us twins. You might be just short. Yeah, I'm literally one short. Alright, so that gets us another +1 population, so I'll roll 1d3. 1. That gets us Sagumi Kinshin. So Sagumi. Save. Survivors. So who's this? Sagumi. Okay. And we'll give that one axe proficiency as well. Actually, bow. We'll do bow. Which one's Sagumi? I don't remember. Yeah, that's a bow. That's definitely a bow user. Alright, save changes. Oh, also I messed up the understanding. Let's do that. Copy. Save. Alright, let's go back and fix the other one, because I accidentally put 3 understanding. It should be 1. And then... Okay, you're good to go. Alright, and then we have one more love juice, which we'll go ahead and spend. Also, did I remove rivalry? I did not. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, save changes. Okay, so we got that going for us. Next. Alright, same people, 2d10. Okay, +1 population. I think, what, 1d2 is what I have left now? 1d2. We get Clown Piece. Alright, so we're up to 22 population, so that gives us a little bit of a buffer, which is great. And she will be axe proficient. Yeah, being able to start with a proficiency is really nice. Clown Piece. And I do have a picture. There's Clown Piece. Bit more adult than she appears in the other games I've seen. Anyway, so that's Clown Piece and Sagume. So we'll update population. Okay. Still, that takes care of 2 of our resources. We still have a bajillion to go through, though. So 20 named characters now. Sagume, and then Clown Piece. Sagume. Okay. Alright, yeah, 22 population. Can't complain. Alright. So with all that taken care of, what do we have left? So I do have a scrap and I do have a bone, so I could do that. I could do stuff with that. So I can make another monster tooth necklace. That'll be the 3rd or 4th one. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't think there's anything else I want to do scrap wise, unless I want to make the blacksmith. Yeah, it'll be 3 scrap to make the blacksmith. I might, yeah, I think I'll hold on to the scrap for now, and we'll see if I get into the blacksmith for what little good it's going to do us right now. So with 4 hide, technically we have 7 hide, because we have the shimmering mane of white fur from before. With that, I could definitely make a good chunk of the White Lion set. I don't really like the White Lion set is the problem. It's so expensive is the problem. And it uses up, it costs so much, and it's not that good. So let's just go over them. So white line skirt, heavy, 2 armor to the waist. That's it. The helm gives you the ability to roar. Non-deaf insane survivors get +2 strength until end of round. All the survivors get +1 insanity. That is actually not too bad, but it costs a survival. So that makes it a lot less useful. Gauntlets, if you have pounce, which you have to have I think you have to have the coat to do that. You get +1 accuracy if they attack that turn. The coat gives you the ability to pounce, which allows you to spend a move and an action to move 3 spaces in a straight line, and then if you move 3 spaces, activate a melee weapon. This actually isn't too bad, because what you can do with it is it allows you to bypass certain weapons, or certain effects, such as cumbersome. So we might actually want to get pounce for right now. I do know the stone circle has a kind of a similar ability, I think. Yeah, spin to move forward. If you move, you stop the... Nope, okay, never mind, it's different. Okay, so you know what? White line set for pounce, just to get that Twilight Sword thing going, I think will be a good option. And of course our equipment set's going to change a bit. So, you know what? We'll do it. I mean, I'm dealing with the white line anyway. We can make something happen here. So, Caterium. We have a great cat bone, don't we? Yes, we have 1 great cat bone, 1 white fur. That'll get us the hat, a white fur and a hide. Okay, that'll be those. That'll get me the coat, and I would get the gauntlets actually, which is a white fur and a bone. Also, I didn't innovate, or I didn't spend the resources for innovation. Yeah, I definitely did not. 4, 8, 11, 13. Yeah, I didn't. So let me take care of that right now. Okay, and then this is going to be the bone for the gauntlets. So that's helm, gauntlets, coat. Just to make sure I did that correctly, there's the white fur. So that was a white fur there. And if this is all in order, so I can just search it. So yeah, I spent the white fur. There's the that was the helm, and then the lion tail and hide, or the white lion tail and white fur for the coat, and then the white fur that was in here with the lion claw, which would be the gauntlets, and then the paw, the hand was used for the innovate. And then here I of course spent the organ and the bone for the innovate. So yeah, okay, so everything's up to date. We're good to go on that. This leaves us with all of this. Biggest issue is you have to get white fur to actually get the set pieces, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. We at least got some new armor. It's heavy, which sucks. But like I said, there's not much. What I'll have to do is I'll have to make sure I keep track of that stuff. So we got the coat. No, yeah, we got the helm, the gauntlet, and the coat. And then I just have to hope that I don't roll bad when I get cracks in the earth, and anyone with heavy will die. But yeah, like I said, it's not a good set. It's only 2 armor. It's heavy. It's also fur in some cases. And if you get the full set, all you get for it is your weapons are your claws. You get +1 speed and +2 strength when attacking with daggers or guitars, which is really, really good. It gives a use for daggers and guitars. Well, guitars are always useful, but it's so expensive, and you have to get specifically white fur to actually finish the set. So it's all right. Like I said, we'll be able to finish it, and it'll at least give us some benefit. Alright, anyway, with all that said and done, still leaves us with a lot of stuff to work with. We do have this iron here, which I'll just move over. We also have one fresh acanthus, which I'll just use to replenish the one that the herb that we just spent. And then that can go over here with the rest of the junk. Alright, so I have 2 scrap. If I can get 1 more scrap, I would still not have enough. I don't have enough bone at this point. So, okay, what else can I do? I have 3 endeavors left. I can start getting lucky charms and monster grease. Like, this is stuff I would have gotten way earlier if I actually had gotten organs sooner. So, stone circle. There is... Sorry, not stone circle. This is organ grinder. Organ grinder. So there's the fecal salve, which gives you the +1 survival, and it's stinky and all that good stuff. The lucky charm by itself doesn't do anything, but if you get 2 blue affinity, it gets you +1 luck. And then there's the monster grease, which is +1 evasion, and if you get 3 green affinities, it gives you another +1 evasion. Monster grease is great. The only bad part about it is the 2 bad things that are bad about it are it's consumable, and it's stinky, which can be bad in certain events. The other thing I could go for in the stone circles is these charms. They're fragile though. The main reason I would go for them is just because it gives you a raw infinity without having to worry about combinations. So there's that. But yeah, I think I might go for get some charms and monster grease up and running, getting us as much evasion as possible. So I can get rid of the dried acanthus. Kind of shift some of this over. Yeah, we have so much stuff. So yeah, we'll get some... I think I want to get monster greases first. I'm just seeing if there's anything I could actually mess around with. Yeah, I don't have that many blue tabs is the issue, and you can't have more than 1 lucky charm in the same gear grid, so that won't work. I could get a rawhide vest and put it here and combine it with some stuff and get +1 luck, but that's more work than I care to do. Yeah, with catgut bow and a rawhide headband, that would be enough to get the blues, enough to get the crit. But yeah, I prefer the monster grease, to be honest. So wrong thing. So we'll go for monster grease because that +1 evasion is kind of key. So monster grease, we can make a few of these. We'll make 1. That'll be that. And then I'll put that with that for now. It's either that or I put it up here, and she just doesn't have anything that protects. I'd rather have a dried acanthus, just in case I get a random event that screws me. Yeah, I think that's my preference. Alright, I'll take care of you. Let's go ahead and get some of this gear grid set up for her. We do have a spare skull helm now, which is good, because I can go here. And then we got the white lion helmet and the coat. So almost fully armored. It's not too bad. She has the ability to pounce and roar now. Yeah, what I could probably do is I can surge with the cat eye circlet, see what's on top to make sure it's not a trap, and then try to go for the hit. The accuracy is going to be 8. Well, actually, it'll be. Let me look here. It's what, 9? Yeah, so it's going to be accuracy 9, and then it'll go down to 8 because of the pounce and the gauntlet, and then it'll go down to 7 because she has +1 accuracy already. So hitting on 7s is kind of normal, so that's not too bad. And if she gets a hit, that's really all that matters. The biggest issue, of course, is she'll be gaining levels as well, and if she gets murdered, that'll waste a lot of our time. So that'll be something we just need to be aware of. Alright. So at this point, I'm kind of just prepping for the next hunt. It's going to be a white lion, of course. It always ends up being that. Do I want to send Ringo again? I might actually want to send Lily Black at this point. So bow specialization will get you the ability to reroll missed attacks, I believe. It doesn't work on arrows, but it works on everything. It works on the regular attack. Oh, she was right there. Yeah, she's not skipping next hunt anymore. Yeah, I guess kind of just seeing what my options are. Renazuki has 4 experience. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be taking Renazuki for now. Because I don't think Unzon's at 4 experience. Nope. So, like I said, to avoid the murder events, I usually try to keep someone that I don't care about in parallel with the highest experience. So Renazuki's going to probably be on hunts for now on until something bad happens. And then I'll bring Lily Black as well. So with that being said, we'll want... Renazuki, are you nuts? No. Wish you were. Alright. So Kamachi will be here. She's got her armor. She needs an herb. We'll put that there then. What else can we do? I can put Lily Black somewhere. I could do something like that. But I don't exactly want to put a ranged person there. So you know what? Renazuki, you'll be over here. And then... we'll go arrow. We don't need darts. Put that there. I'm not too concerned about the earring right now. We don't need the axe. Something like that, maybe. That's doable. You could have a ranged weapon just in case. Okay, and that's something. And I'll keep leveling up Yuka for now. Start getting her sword proficiency. Okay, so that's the team, and we'll be taking Lily Black with us so she can level in parallel. Let's see if that gets us somewhere. Alright, so with all that said and done, we still need to spend our endeavors. Is there any? I think I might just spend. I think I might just go ahead and do the rest of the endeavors at this point, and just spend them. So let's do organ grinder. We'll do some. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do some auguries. As for who's going to do the auguries, Yuka can do the auguries. So we have 3 left, so 1d10s. 3, lose a resource and get +1 understanding, so that brings her up to 2. And the resource I'm going to lose for now is, I'm going to lose the Lonely Ant, because I'm never going to use it. Alright, and then another one, 8 is an intimacy. So same people as before, Lily Black and Renazuki, roll 2d10. No matter what I do there. Yeah, that's I would have to do both the rerolls to do it. So that's gonna kill off Lily Black. Well, at least she passed on Bo. Well, I always get my Bo characters killed. It just happens. So that was our second endeavor. We're gonna get 1 endeavor back. It could have been worse. We could have rolled 2 1s. But yeah, double 2s. That was not great. I'm not gonna bother with the reroll. Well, let me check. It'll be a principal. Survival of the fittest. You may reroll a single roll result. So yeah, I would have to spend 2 rerolls to do it. You know what? I might just spend 2 rerolls to do it. Might as well. I mean, if she's gonna die anyway. Survivors. Who do I want to spend their reroll? Nettery, you got a reroll? Yes, you do. All right, I'll spend Nettery's reroll for one of the 2s and Renazuki for the other. Two to 10. Actually, what I could have done is I could have spent 1 reroll first and then see what the result was. So I'll just put back Nettery's. Renazuki's will be spent. Still kills Lily Black though. Yeah, I should have done it 1 at a time, so it's all good. The first result was a 2, so I'll go off that. Lily Black is dead. I went all that trouble to set everything up, and it doesn't matter. Good news is we do have another bow user that's only one behind, so I can start using her instead. And I don't have to worry about her getting murdered now. Anyway, back to auguries. 1d10. 4 is +1 survival, and then the last one, that's going to give her another understanding. I'm going to get rid of the sword beetle. I don't need it. Alright, 1d10 for the insight. 8. It gives her +1 accuracy. So Yuka now has Tinker and +1 accuracy. Alright. I mean, we at least got that. Our population is now down to some number. Also, I deleted Lily Black by accident. I mean, she's going to be deleted one way or the other, but yeah, Lily Black is now dead. Most of our deaths are just from intimacies, which is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But I've made a video complaining about that already. I still prefer Survival of the Fittest. It's just more fun now that it has the rerolls. And the +1 evasion and strength and all that good stuff. So that's going to bring our population down to 21, which still gives us a little bit of a buffer, but not as much. And to be honest, a lot of the people that are dying now are kind of our initial characters that didn't have very many bonuses. Or innate bonuses, rather. But still, it sucks. Alright, so our team is looking like Komachi, Yuka, Renazuki, and we're going to be taking... yeah, it's just those people, I guess. I might take Unzon. Who knows? Actually, I'll take a bow user. I got a fresh one. I got a few fresh ones now. Yeah, we can take Sagumi or something. I'll take Sagumi. Get her on the field. Alright, so yeah. We'll be taking Sagumi, Komachi, Yuka, and Renazuki. It's kind of our best bet. Yeah, that seems to be about right. Alright, so I'll go ahead and call this a video. When we come back, we will hunt the White Lion one last time before we have to inevitably fight the Kingsmen. And we'll probably not have shields. So, I completely messed up my outro. Whatever. Kingdom Death Monster, Sunflower Field. See you guys next time.